All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a lovely day. I am sitting and chatting today. You guys love these videos, so I thought I would do another one and just give you as much insight when it comes to my personal fitness journey and how you can incorporate it to your own. Today, I'm going to be talking about some things that I stopped doing to become this version of me. And there were a lot of things, there were a lot of sacrifices I had to make in order to become who I am today. Someone that is super, super passionate about fitness, but also super passionate about creating the best life possible. I trimmed everything down. I put it on a list, so don't mind me if I look back, but I am going to be talking to you guys about some of the main things that really changed me as a person. I'm super excited to dive into it. Honestly, doing these sessions are kind of therapeutic. So you guys give me your opinion because you guys love these videos and I feel like you guys just like hearing me talk. And I've thought about possibly for the new year, maybe doing like a podcast style YouTube video where you can sit, watch me yap just like you are now, but you can also listen to it on Spotify on your walk home. So let me know if you think that would be a good idea for the new year. I'm brainstorming a little bit. So yeah, now we are going to get into it. And the first thing that I stopped doing to become this version of myself is number one, not letting people's opinions dictate what I do. My biggest regret in life is not posting content earlier. And the biggest reason why I didn't was because I was so worried about what people were going to think of me, what people were going to say about me, all the judgment, all the negativity. I just didn't want anyone to think I was like this girl that was like trying to become somebody. And that thought really ate me alive. And it's the biggest regret of my life because when I finally stopped caring and started posting during the COVID pandemic, my life literally changed like completely upside down. That is my number one regret in life. I will never let someone's opinion dictate what I do anymore, ever. Like if I want to do something, if I want to achieve something, if I have a goal in mind, I'm never going to let somebody doubt that goal. Like there were even times when I was doing personal training and even like family members were like, do you really think this is going to be like a good job, a good career? Do you think this is going to be sustainable? I had every single question come up and a lot of doubts. And now my family members are like, wow, like you actually really did it. So it is so important to live your life the way that you want to live it. The dreams that you have, the goals that you have, they are never too big. If you truly feel like you were meant for more, then you shouldn't waste your life worrying about what everyone has to say. Because I promise you, regardless, everyone is going to talk shit about you. Everyone is going to talk shit about you. There are people that are not going to like you very much. Who cares? Because as long as you are happy, as long as you have committed to your goal and you're working on yourself and you're becoming a better person, who actually cares what people think? So the number one thing, do not let other people's opinions dictate what you do in your life. Okay, this one's a really good one. I stopped comparing my timeline to everybody else's. When I say that, I mean a lot of times it's very easy to compare your progress and your journey and your results to someone else's. There are so many times I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see someone like transform completely after 2 months, or they just have made this like insane transformation in a very, very short period of time. And I'm like, how do you look like that? You know what I mean? Like I have been going to the gym for years and years and years and I still don't look like that. But comparison is always going to make you feel like you're not doing enough. And once you let go of comparing yourself to other people, I promise you are going to live a much happier, healthier life. You never know what these people are doing to get there. You never know if people are genuinely happy on social media. Like, you have to remember that social media is a place where people post the best experiences, the best parts of their life. They will never post a video of them struggling or crying. Well, some people do, but it's not as it's not as common on social media. You know what I mean? You see all the expensive things people buy, you see all the amazing trips people go on, but you really never know what's going on behind the scenes. And someone that's in social media posting all the time, I promise you, like their life is probably not actually that good. You know what I mean? And even when you look into my content, yes, I absolutely post my best experiences. I'll always post my vacations. I'll, post some awesome wins I've made, genuinely because I'm proud, but I still struggle. I still have really shitty moments. I am not the most pleasant person every single day. Sometimes I'm completely shut down and I don't want to talk to anyone. Like, there is so much going on, and that's why it's so important to just focus on your own path, focus on your own journey, because at the end of the day, none of this is real. You know what I mean? Like, you really, really never know what's going on in the background. So do not compare yourself, because if anything, it's just going to slow you down. This one, I stopped treating my body like it had to be perfect all the time. I have had moments where I have felt really bloated. I just felt puffier. I just didn't feel good in my skin, and it happens. Inflammation happens, your period. Maybe I had a little bit too much carbs the night before and I'm feeling a bit puffier. It happens. Your body is not meant to look perfect every single day. And when you come across moments where you look at yourself in the mirror and you're genuinely not happy, that is a normal feeling. You are not going to look at yourself in the mirror every single day and be like, wow, like I look amazing. I have so many moments where I still pick myself apart when I look at myself. I know that it's a normal feeling because like you are going to always be your biggest critic. You are always going to be the first person to pick out what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? When I go through those emotions, basically, I just tell myself, okay, it's just one of those days. My period is coming up, or I'm on my period, or I just feel bloated. Maybe I didn't eat right the night before. Maybe I didn't start my day off with a super healthy breakfast. And it happens. I'm aware of it. I tell myself it's okay. You're probably going to feel better within the next couple of days. Accepting that your body isn't meant to look perfect every single day is going to make this journey so much easier for you. Just accepting that not every day is going to be perfect. Not every day you're going to love yourself. Realizing that it's just an emotion you're feeling and it could just be due to where you are at in life, hence like maybe your period, but you have to move on from it. You cannot let that thought take you into another 2 weeks and be like, okay, I'm done. Like I give up. I don't like myself and I don't want to do anything. You have to move on from it the next day, shrug it off your shoulders and just be like, okay, today's a new day. I'm going to start fresh. Do not ever give up on your goals just because you don't like what you see. It's just a temporary feeling and I promise it's going to go away. This one, I stopped thinking small, okay? I think it's really easy for people to not want to dream big because they feel like it's so unattainable. Like it's not possible for me to get there. And this is a fun little cute story, but when I first started my fitness journey, like I was a huge fan of Gymshark, you guys. Like it was something unimaginable. Like I was like, there's no way in hell that I am ever going to work with this brand. And I'm not even going to say it out loud because I don't want to embarrass myself and I don't want people to think I'm crazy. Like truly, like I didn't want people to think I was nuts for saying that I've always wanted to be a Gymshark athlete and I think I'm going to get there. That never came out of my mouth because I almost didn't believe it. But like here we are. I remember getting my very first DM from Gymshark just being like, hey, like we have been seeing your profile. We would love to work together. And I was in a meeting. I saw the notif pop up on my phone and I was like, I can't focus. Like I have to get off of this meeting right now because I can't believe this is happening. And then when that happened, like I just started being like, holy shit, like everything is possible. Like anything that I want to do deep down is so possible. And I have to stop thinking so small and putting myself in this bubble because why? Like why waste my life doubting myself, you know what I mean? And not going after the things that I really, really want. The things that I have always wanted so far, I have been able to achieve. which is insane to even say out loud. But I think honestly, a lot of people don't get to their goals or don't get to where they want to be because they just aren't thinking big enough. They don't think it's possible. You know what I mean? So it is so important to believe in yourself during this journey, whether it's you wanting to lose weight, you achieving a career that you've always wanted to achieve, or you know, I don't know, it could be you moving to Dubai, for example. It could be anything that you truly, truly want. If you were meant to do it, it is going to happen to you. But the most important thing is that you believe yourself in yourself in the process and tell yourself, absolutely, I can do it. Absolutely, I can get there. So be your biggest hype woman. That is the number one thing when it comes to any sort of journey, whether it's a goal you're chasing, fat loss journey you're chasing, you got to hype yourself up. Next one is I stopped waiting for the perfect time to become her, to become that girl. A lot of us tend to wait till Monday or wait till next year or wait till when work slows down to, for example, go to the gym or to, for example, work on the career that you've always dreamt of. We tend to push things back all the time because it never feels like the right time. I'm going to be so honest with you. It will never feel like the right time. If this is something that you want to do every single day, for example, you want to start going to the gym every single day, you have to find a way to squeeze it into your busy life right now. If you wait till work slows down, that's not possible. Something else is going to come up. You know what I mean? Like maybe your sister is going through a breakup and you have to be there for her all the time, 24/7. There's always going to be something that comes up and you're just going to convince yourself like, oh, this just isn't the right time. There's never a right time. The idea is that you literally have to incorporate it into your day-to-day now so that you understand how much of a priority it is. You will only understand how much of a priority it is when you have gone long enough to see the positive benefits. If you go for a week and then you stop, and then you go for 3 days and then you stop, you are never going to see the benefits. You are only going to look at it as a chore or as a duty that you have to do, and you're not going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? So you have to be in this journey when it comes to fitness, especially long enough for you to actually see the results and for you to actually see the benefits inside, where like you have more energy, you're sleeping so much better, like you're in a better mood, for example. Like I go to the gym personally to let off steam half the time and for my mental sanity. Like I'm now at a point where I cannot operate if I don't get my workout in. And it never used to be like that. Like I used to hate working out. I skipped every gym class in high school. I was never athletic. Like I have only become this way because I gave myself a long period of time with discipline, structure, and sticking to the plan, even when I didn't feel like it. So just remember that, like, it is something that you have to prioritize no matter what time it is in life. No matter how busy life gets, you have to try and squeeze it in. Even if it's 30 minutes, even if it's 20 minutes, that there's a time frame in your day-to-day that you have to prioritize for you and your health. And it might not feel great. It might not feel good in that moment, but long-term wise, you're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna live longer. You're gonna be happier. You're gonna be able to pick up your kids and go on the slides with them. So just remember that it's not gonna feel great every day. It's never gonna feel like the right time, but you just have to do it. You have to incorporate it. Everyone tells you to exercise. Your doctor tells you to exercise. You know what I mean? This one I obviously talk about all the time. And I'm gonna bring it up again because this is the most important one, and it's not relying on motivation to get to your goals. And I think I talk about this in every single video, but it truly is the secret recipe when it comes to seeing a transformation specifically. If you guys don't know me, by the way, if this is your first time watching, I have lost about 35 pounds since my, I'm not gonna get into it, but I've lost 35 pounds in total since like I was at my heaviest. And it did not take any sort of motivation. Like most of the time, I didn't want to get my workout in. I didn't want to eat a healthy meal. I didn't want to get my steps in, but I knew that I wanted to change physically and mentally because I was at such a low point in my life. So did I use motivation every day? Was I motivated to work out in my apartment at home, in my room that I'm sharing with my sister? Was I motivated? Absolutely not. It was during the COVID pandemic. We weren't allowed outside. We weren't allowed to see anyone. It was a really sad part of life, to be honest. Like, I feel like I lost a bit of my 20s during that time, but I knew that I had this goal, and I knew that I was going to come out of this pandemic a different person, because during that time, there was so much reflection and there was so much time for me to think about like who I really wanted to be, who I wanted to become. And I was just like, I don't give a shit what I'm feeling right now. Like, I don't care if I don't want to go, I'm still going to go because I know I need that discipline. And now I hit a point where it's just automatic. Like, I have to go to the gym. It makes me feel amazing. I feel like the strongest and best in my skin than I have ever felt in my life. So even though there were so many shitty moments, there are still shitty moments now. I am so grateful that I got myself to go no matter how badly I felt. And that is something that I want you guys to understand, that it's like, it's going to be a tough grind. It's going to be really hard, but I promise you long term, you're going to look back and be like, holy shit, like I actually pushed through and I actually did that. And you're going to feel invincible. You're going to feel like you can do anything in life when you set your mind to it. So that's a really important lesson. And I think it's just important to remind yourself during those days that you really don't want to go, you really don't want to do any of this fitness stuff. It's like, I got to discipline myself and tell myself not to go, tell myself to go, because long term, this is going to be the best feeling ever when I'm, years down the line and I'm still incorporating fitness. But if I can do it, I say this all the time again, if I can do it, you can absolutely do it. You just need to let go of the negative thoughts. Be your biggest hype woman. You stop comparing yourself to other people and other people's fitness journeys. You stay in your own lane. You stay on your own path because this is what you truly want. If you don't truly want it, then this is going to be a really difficult journey for you. But if it's something that you want to, like, if you want to change your lifestyle, then you have to be in it for the long run. This is not a thing where like I just have to get fit in 2 months for my wedding, or like I have a vacation in a month and I need to get fit. It's not going to happen. You have to do it long term for you to just, if you want to go on a vacation in 2 weeks, you're good. You're going to go. You know what I mean? Because you have built that structure in your life where you're constantly going to the gym. You're constantly focusing on yourself and your health. So yeah, let me see what time it is. I don't want to make these too long, but I don't know. You guys tell me if you want them longer, but I think I'm going to end that here. Those are my top tips, those are the top things that I have stopped doing to become this version of me. There are so many other things. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments and I will make a part 2. I feel like I had a list of like 10 things, but I talked too much. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this gave you some insight. I hope this gave you some inspiration in your fitness journey. This was honestly really nice, very therapeutic, kind of just like looking back at my journey. I honestly love doing these, but sometimes I can talk way too much. So let me know if that 20-minute range is good or if you want them longer, but I will definitely make a part 2 if you guys like this one. I hope you guys keep clocking in, keep pushing yourself. Don't ever doubt yourself. Don't compare. Don't be a negative Nancy, okay? Have a great day. If you like this video, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe.